Peace everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Elena and I talk about things including but not limited to plant-based eating, self-care, and overall holistic wellness. Today's video is a what I eat in a day for me and my 8-month-old daughter, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and share this video everywhere. Without further ado, let's get started. So starting off with AJ's breakfast, it's going to be a banana and her baby oatmeal mixed with breast milk. So here I just puree the banana in the food processor. No milk, no water, just banana. And then her cereal is this whole grain, multi-grain cereal, organic. The brand is Earth's Best, and 2 ounces of breast milk. And so my mom will just mix that together when she wakes up and she'll feed it to AJ. And then the banana puree I put into a recycled baby food jar, and it's just a glass jar with the wrong label on it because this is bananas today. And she gets 4 ounces. So since that only made up half of the jar, I just added these prunes left over from the previous day just to make a complete serving of fruit for her. And it's Plum Organics. It's just prunes and water, just like I would make it myself. So yeah, I just fill up the jar, and then it made a perfect 4 ounces, so I actually got lucky there, which is cool. And that will just go in her little bamboo baby bowl. And for my breakfast, since I usually go to the gym in the morning, I like to work out fasted, so I just packed something for like after the gym since I wasn't going straight home, which was those almonds and then some lime water. And I just cut the lime in half and put it in my little citrus juicer and squeeze the juice into my water bottle. And I just try to get as much juice as I can so I can actually taste the lime in the water. And I just squeeze the whole lime in there. And that's the lime juice. And then just go and add the water to it. And I like to do room temperature or warm water, especially first thing in the morning. But I just got this out of the refrigerator because my water cooler was out of water. So yeah. And then for lunch I just had some leftover butternut squash soup with some quinoa and a little bit of arugula. And all I did was reheat the soup, and I made like a fresh batch of quinoa and just added the arugula to the side. And for the quinoa, I just do 2 parts water or broth and 1 part quinoa. And I just add it to my small pot, and then instead of broth, I use this Better Than bouillon, which is like a concentrated vegetable broth. And all you need is a teaspoon to 1 cup of water, and you just mix it into the warm water until it dissolves. And from here you just stir the quinoa in. I got to try colored quinoa. You just stir it into the boiling water and reduce the heat to a simmer and cover it and cook it for about 20 minutes until all the water is absorbed, and then your quinoa is done. So since AJ is 8 months old, she's still nursing, and that's her meal in between meals. So that's kind of like her snacks. But for her lunch, I made some squash. I pureed some summer squash, and all I did is cut it into little pieces so that I could cook it on the stove. And all I do is add some water to it, let it boil, and then when it starts to boil, I reduce it to a simmer, let it cook until I can mash it with a fork. That way I know that it'll do fine in the blender. And then I just transfer it over to the blender until it's smooth, and then I pour it into the recycled baby food jars, or I'll pour it into an ice tray and let it freeze. And I try to use the baby food within like the next 3 days from making it, and it goes quick because she's gonna always eat it. So I also just started with self-led weaning, or baby-led weaning, or baby-led feeding, which is where the baby feeds themselves soft, like foods that are soft enough, obviously, because she doesn't have any teeth. But I just experimented with that. So aside from the squash, I let her play around with the bananas, and I had to figure out how to cut them so that she could grip them and not drop them. So she also had that for her lunch. I had some dates for my snack and some of the almonds left over from this morning. For my lunch, I made a huge kale salad that actually ended up being lunch and dinner because I didn't feel like cooking dinner. So I just washed the kale first, and I let it soak in like an apple cider vinegar water mixture to soak off all the dirt and maybe whatever bugs might be on it. And I just add maybe like 1 to 2 tablespoons, maybe. I just eyeball it, and I just let it soak while I prepare the rest of the things for the salad. So I have onion, red bell pepper, some carrots, cucumber, and I added in the tomato and avocado last because they're like squishy, and I'm gonna massage the kale later in the video, so I didn't want to make a huge mess. Also, I add garlic to pretty much every single thing that I prepare, so this is no different. And you just mince the garlic very finely so that you're not biting down on big chunks of garlic, and just add all that stuff to the bowl as soon as it's chopped up. And after everything is chopped, I just go ahead and get the kale, rinse it off really well, and chop that up too so that it's not huge pieces of kale in the salad. I just chop it up to the size that I like. And then I add that to the bowl, and then I'm going to follow up with some more apple cider vinegar. You can either use apple cider vinegar or lemon juice to massage the kale, and this breaks it down. It makes it less bitter, and it makes the nutrients in the kale more accessible to you once you eat it. And then I'm going to make the dressing. I like to make my own dressing, that way I can use as much as I want without like feeling bad about it. So I use tahini, apple cider vinegar or lemon juice, hemp oil, and you can also use like olive oil or something like that. I use garlic because I love garlic, and I'll do salt and pepper in it too. Just a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and just mix it up, and you'll add your water until it's reached your desired consistency. So this is pretty thick at first, and I added some water to thin it out so it could spread throughout the salad. And now I'm going to go ahead and dice the tomatoes and add it, and same with the avocado. So after you give it a good mix, because you want to make sure the dressing is distributed throughout the whole salad, then you add your toppings, which is like all this protein packed stuff. I use pumpkin seeds, hemp seeds. I like pine nuts toasted normally, but I forgot to toast them. And then you just mix everything in to make sure, like I said, everything's evenly distributed. Arugula is my favorite green, so I add that to I put it on everything, and so I just add it to this salad too and mix it up really well. And this is how it looks, and it's a big salad if you can't tell, so that's why I ate it for the rest of the day. And I just ate it with a mango too, just to have something else with it. AJ is having her milk snack again, and then she'll have her lunch. For my snack, I had the same thing for a snack. I just ate the leftover dates that I didn't eat earlier and the leftover almonds that I still hadn't finished, and that was a little snack, and that was good enough. Today's dinner was some pea puree that I made, that I just warmed up for her, and that's what she's having. Oh, Percy. Toy, dinner, both.
Oh, goodness. Now you want to suck on a pacifier. Now you want to suck on a pacifier. I can't put your food in your mouth.
And lastly, AJ's before bed snack is a little more milk to hold her through the night, and that's what me and my 8-month-old AJ eats in a day. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Peace.